Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me is John Phillips, co-founder of PredictIt, the stock market for politics, with an update on what traders are thinking about in really key parts of the U.S. election that continues to play out. John, it's great to see you as always. Happy New Year. Welcome back to Trade Talks.
Thank you, Jill. Happy New Year to you.
Thank you so much. And the next 48 hours are going to be crucial for us here in the U.S.
They are. And in fact, there hasn't been any diminution in the volume or the interest in the markets by predicted traders. They're weighing in on everything from cabinet appointments to what's going to happen in Georgia, and of course to the certification of the election results, which will be interesting and a subject of betting in itself.
So when we talk about the certification of the results, what are traders putting their money behind?
Well, it's interesting. You know, you would think from reading the news reports that it's there is going to be a large number, a very large number, near unanimity with respect to the objection to the state results. That's not what the traders are saying anyway. The traders seem to think that there's going to be certainly objections, but House members are going to be objecting to the election. They say 25 or more. It's at 74 cents or 74% odds, but that's down by 8%. And you know, the reports are there's over 100 members of the House who are going to object to the election results. Then you've got the number of congressional electoral college objections, meaning how many states are going to be objected to by the, and that number also is down a bit, but it's the market is saying 6 at 42% odds and 4 at 13% odds. And then finally, the number of senators who are going to be objecting. You know, there was this Senator Cruz effort and also Senator Hawley. They're not identical in terms of the efforts, but 7 or more senators will be objecting. The market seems pretty confident in that at 61% odds. So
what does that mean? If, let's say, this in fact does play out to fruition, will it still be certified? Is this more just in ceremony more than anything else?
You know, I would probably not frame it in that way because I risk offending somebody if I do. But the fact of the matter is, unless you control both houses of both chambers, this isn't going to change anything. It's very unlikely that both the Senate and the House are going to deliberate and then vote to overturn the election results.
What are traders thinking about Georgia?
Oh, well, that's an interesting one, right? So that has been going back and forth and back and forth. Right at this minute, the special Senate runoff margin, they have Warnock is going to win by under 1%. That's 20% odds, and then 17% odds on top of the 20% say Warnock's going to win by 1 to 2% odds. Now, again, you know, it would be quite extraordinary if one or both of these seats went to the Democrats in Georgia, and the traders have been going back and forth on this. So this is a knife edge, and it's all going to be about turnout. I don't think there's a single voter or dog or cat in Georgia that hasn't made up their mind in terms of what they're going to do. At least that's what the polling is showing. So it's really a question of who is going to actually vote or who has voted. And there's going to be extraordinarily high turnout. And the real question is, which side is better able to turn out their voters? Nobody's being persuaded in spite of all the money that's being spent in Georgia.
And should the results not be overturned and we look forward, and I know traders are determining cabinet picks. I believe March is the deadline that they take a look at. Is there anything new that you're seeing there?
Well, certainly. Since Mayor Pete got the nomination for Cabinet Transportation Secretary, that really has put 2 of the other senators, Democratic senators that were considered likely appointees to the cabinet, in doubt for different reasons. In the case of Senator Warren, she's down to only 2% odds given by the market that she's going to have a cabinet appointment, will be in the cabinet by March 1st in any position. And that's partly because of her position. She's the senator from Massachusetts. The governor there is a Republican. Were she to vacate the seat and take a cabinet appointment, the governor would almost certainly appoint a Republican, and the Democrats don't want to do that. So the betting odds are very, very slim, very long odds that Warren's going to be in the cabinet by March 1st. On the other hand, consistent with that, Senator Klobuchar has indicated she's at 3% odds, and she's indicated she wants to stay in the Senate. So it's unlikely she will be drafted for the Biden cabinet, as qualified as she may be in the eyes of Joe Biden. It's unlikely that she's going to be tapped for a cabinet position purely by personal and political choice.
All right, John, great to catch up with you as always. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks, and thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thanks, Jill.